Okay, we're recording, I think, and I've got the DJI remote connected. A lot of moving parts here, and the thing is, if you haven't done some of these things recently, you forget the details on how to set them up for some reason, and therefore that's the door closing behind me. Therefore, God forbid, would you look at the instructions, you try to bumble your way along, remembering. Okay, it's been 2 weeks we're back. Haven't been on the e-bike in that time. Haven't done really any vlogs at all, so was overdue one and wanted to get this one in on my way to the gym. So we'll make it fairly quick. I do want to fill everybody in on what's going on. So first of all, it's to state that we're just back from a longish trip that we take, Mrs. Cooper and I being retired. We do one large, I hesitate to call it vacation when you're retired, because isn't retirement more or less one long vacation? Well, let's just call it one long travel trip, which we did, which was a combination cruise and golfing trip through the Baltics and up into parts of Scandinavia, and at the end we ended up in southern England for 5 days and some golf in those parts. Very nice trip, wonderful trip. Weather through the Baltics and much of Scandinavia wasn't good, but not necessarily moved to this story. I do have a vlog. I hesitate to put those things that are too personal on the channel because I'm not too sure how well they'd be received, but I did, and a couple of people watched them, and it seemed as if they enjoyed them. Whoop-ah. So if you want to see it, it's on there. I'm trying to get the seat adjusted about right. That feels just about right. So did that. We're back. I had received on the motorcycling front, I had incredibly enough won another motorcycle in Jaret Campisi's bike build series. I forget exactly what he calls it. Might be bike build, might not. But he's a fun guy, and watch the two of them and their evolution over time, I guess, has been very enjoyable to me. Having won one magnificent machine, a 2018 Ducati V4S, back in 2018, which was already off the charts in terms of likelihood, and then winning a second one, it just is also way off the charts in terms of likelihood. But I gotta say, as a guy who's just survived one bout of cancer, prostate cancer, and all the other stuff thrown into that pile of unlikely and very fortunate events, I do feel a very fortunate guy. So no question about that. So the bike got here like 4 days before we left, and I now, after 2 weeks, I've got to get back to deciding what to do with it. And there's a couple of issues around that. One is the motorcycle itself. One large part of the issue is the motorcycle itself. And the other is my age and how I want to dispose of these things, or keep them, or however it all works out, all weigh a pretty heavy part in the mix of things I've got to consider as far as what to do. So, big issue with the MV is that no way I'm going to be able to take it to the DMV and get it to pass our inspection acceptance procedure here in California. That's not going to happen for two large reasons. One, the bike no longer complies with factory specifications, which one might be able to get away with, except that the muffler, the can that Jaret decided to use on this build is the Shorty exhaust, and it is beyond loud. I can say truly, it's crazy loud. In fact, I have an Akrapovich on the Aprilia, and being a gear guy, I love the sound of motors, and I love the aura and riding along and getting enough motor sound into your head so that you know you're on really a finely tuned machine. This is just over any top like that. So to get it to comply, be able to register it, at least through the normal channels, would be, can be done. It can be done, but it'd be very expensive. So is it worth to me, and this is a 2022, so is it worth to me to spend the money on what's going to be pretty soon an at least 4-year-old machine to bring it into overall compliance and to have 2 motorcycles? So I'm trending to the fact that the answer to that is no. I rode around the neighborhood here just before we went away. Loved the handling, the lightness. Those MVs are just so light. But again, sound compliance and getting it registered without quite an investment. And I'm talking in the range of $2,000 to $3,000. Investment is not the wisest use of one's retirement funds. So I'm pondering all that through. In the meantime, it's parked like a garage queen, like so many MV Agustas are, waiting dispensation what to do. And I'll keep everyone informed. I hope to start getting back on sort of a weekly schedule of vlog releases. I'll keep everyone informed of what I do, and hopefully during the ownership and discovery process that comes along with every machine, and let you know how and what I decide to do. Perfect timing. Here's a guy with a leaf blower just as we're riding up. So we'll cut this part out. Whoops. And here to exercise. So that's the updates in life. Continue healthy and active. And hey, if the only problem one has in life, or one of the few problems, working with and deciding what to do with a gifted motorcycle, life can't be too awful bad, can it? Anyhow, wheeling up, and That's all for now. Talk to you later. Okay, we're recording. Can you see me? Did I say healthy? Let's see if I can still do those pull-ups. Let me set this down right here. Let's crank out a few pull-ups right before I warm up or anything. Hey, and there we go. 5 pull-ups to start the workout session. Hope that comes through on the blog. We'll add that as a suffix.